Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Render, FET and SUI price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. We're gonna see today what's gonna happen. Are we in this alt season or not? Well, I'm gonna start with this before any analysis, guys. I trust Elliott wave again. And of course, I'm very still confident about our bullish scenarios, our alt season, especially for our main coins, Render, FET, SUI. Knowing that even FET showed some weakness, but I believe the things are switching to be positive. We're gonna see it, of course. And I think that even this alt season is still only in the beginning, guys. It is only trying to unfold and to find the way and the path how to explode toward the upside. So all what it do right now is just, I would say, preparing the explosive. So what I'm seeing, of course, on the daily here for Render, we are in an impulse toward the upside, wave 1 or a wave A, and you have a wave B or a wave 2. Continuation toward the upside, a 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, as a leading diagonal, you're looking for a wave 5. And of course, this wave 5 has to be as well an impulse toward the upside, where we already saw a 1, 2. Currently, we would like to see an explosive wave 3 toward the upside, 4 and a 5. Continuation for higher prices. A second scenario is, of course, an A, B, and a C finished, where you have finished a wave A, 3 waves, a zigzag. You finished already 3 waves, corrective, and it is time to move toward the upside for a final wave. C, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, again, an impulse toward the upside. Final scenario is a big impulse, wave 1, 2. We have another 1, 2, also the wave 2 finished perfectly in the perfect zone as well. In 3 waves corrective, and it's time to have a very explosive wave 3 toward the upside. Meaning the bullish scenario, yeah, it has a lot of influence on this chart, and we're talking here on the all-time history and on the daily, which is of course the most trusted, I would say, chart here. And especially with the Elliott wave, we can see that this is working perfectly. Now, what is going on the lower time frame? You have to sometimes just close the eyes a little bit. Just don't look at it and wait for it the whole time and get stressed. Just take a look on the bigger view. Of course, it will come soon or later. So basically, right now on the lower time frame, if you would like to see what's going on, and of course we can explain exactly what is going on. So after this impulse, which I still of course trusted as a wave 1 or a wave A, can be as well. Don't forget we took the 886, but it's not an invalidation. It is a guideline, of course, that an impulse is not really preferably to take the 886. But we saw on this channel many times that the wave 2 took the 886 and it has unfolded a massive wave 3 after it. So that possibility is still there, of course, and we're still looking after it. Now, what is important for us is what is going on in this area. Now, we see a lot of sideways ranges and so on and diagonals. And we start to feel like, oh, the market is not moving. It's like heavy, right? And the things might not be impulsive as we were expecting. Well, of course, we have to give it time. The things has not even yet started. We have potential wave 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for a wave 1 or a wave A, of course, in case we are corrective. In case you are corrective and we feel that this is a correction and the things are heavy, okay, we see a very clear A, B, C, D, E, which is a very clear wave. B can be, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 should be, of course, finished, therefore. Yeah? And even if your wave 4 and a 5 has finished already there, you took the 1 to 1 fib level already for an A, B, C corrective, and you overshoot it. So we retraced. We got a doubt. Oh, what's going on? We hit the 1 to 1 fib level. We are retracing. And it looks like a little bit was, of course, like impulsive, but it turns to be W, X, and a Y. So now the doubt is out because we see, of course, again, retracement, the 1 to 1 fib level, overshoot it again. And in this case scenario, if this happened, that means Y, it should return and to overshoot the 1 to 1 fib level. Otherwise, it is simply looking for higher. And looking for higher, meaning, of course, next target, which is a 1.618, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. And in this case also, in case we still have a doubt, or what if the wave C is ending diagonal, right? And this is where my doubt even has vanished totally, where of course if you are looking for 1, 2, 3, your wave 3 is so much longer than your wave 1, and your wave 4 has to be already deeper a little bit, and then of course continuation toward the upside. Of course, there is a possibility that it can be like a very shallow wave 4, but very low possibility. Therefore, I'm not gonna really look at it. I'm gonna just close my eyes, look at the all-time history and on the daily, and just keep that trust, of course, of the alt season unfolding soon. And this is only the warm-up for the alt season, guys. Those are several 1-2s potentially, where we are looking at 1, 2, 1, and potentially another wave 2 here. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 might still be very extended. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. As you can see, 1.618 taken from the 1, 2 here has been hit for wave 3. Wave 4 did not invalidate this impulse, right? For render here, 0.5. It is deep, but it did not invalidate. So that is a good impulse still unfolding toward the upside, meaning currently you might be looking for a wave 5. And inside this wave 5 right now, if we move inside it on the 1 hour chart, we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2, and then another impulse, wave 1, wave 2, and another impulse, 1, 2. So, as I said, it is just preparing the bomb, right? The explosive. We have a lot of 1-2s right now, even from the bottom, and even in each wave toward the upside is unfolding several 1-2s. And the explosion might come sooner or later. I'm looking, of course, for an extended wave 5 here, potentially, that it might unfold for higher prices. I would say to not be a moon boy here, just let's follow exactly the targets and the fib levels that it might hit there. I'm looking for around, of course, these blue zones. If extended, of course, it might hit the 1.618, 4.75. And of course, I would say, like, let's see, in the middle, 4.4 is very likely to have a for render in the next price action. And of course, I mean, it's a bull run. At the end, I'm looking even for the high here to take, of course, at least the zigzag, where you have on the 2 hours chart a target for a zigzag, which is the minimum requirement here, is of course much higher, of course, than we are looking for, $5.79. Okay, so this is where the minimum thing that I'm looking for render in case we are corrective, guys. Yep, so that's it for render. Let's move for the next one, which is FET. So FET as well, I'm gonna start for the daily here to see what's going on. It is preferably to look always at the daily, guys, to get a little bit more confidence in the market and to see what's going on from out of the box. So basically in FET, we are also in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 leading diagonal. Wave 5 has to unfold as at least zigzag, right? You would like to see a zigzag, meaning an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again, to take the all-time high at least. And another scenario is a 1, 2. Impulse, then followed by several 1-2s, and you're looking for a massive wave 3 toward the upside, which it might be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and big, huge 4 and a 5 replying to this wave 1, 2 here. Another and final scenario is a W, X, and a Y finished in 3 waves toward the upside, of course, A, B, and a C as an impulse. And you have a wave X here, and of course a double zigzag, or I would say double structure for a zigzag here, impulsive, and you finish, of course, a wave A, 3 waves. Currently, you finished also a wave B, 3 waves. You're looking at least for an impulse for a wave C toward the upside, which it has already started as a 1, 2, and you're looking for higher prices. I'm not afraid what is going on here because I already got the signal from there. I mean, look at the 2, how much shallow it is, and we start to look toward the upside after an impulse. Therefore, direction of the market in all case scenario is toward the upside, despite that we might get, of course, an ABC corrective wave, 1-to-1 fib level, 1.45, okay. That is also a very nice target in case even if we are corrective to be tested, of course, at this area and at that time. In this case, you would like to move toward the downside, but at least after getting this level. Let's move to the 2 hours chart inside it. On the 2 hours chart, as you can see, we have this scenario as a wave 1 2, as we mentioned, and we are looking for a higher still. Now again, untrustable price, very sideways, very choppy, very stressful if you're gonna look at it the whole time, and if you're gonna wait for the price just to move a few cents. That is of course very stressful. This is not how you have to trade the altcoins. Of course, in case you are doing so, you have to just take a look out of the box, set your risk management, set your trade, and of course just leave it and come back later. And this is what we are looking right now, is a 1-2 here, potentially for the bullish 1-2 1-2 1-2. This is what I'm looking for right now, because this is definitely an impulse. This is also definitely an impulse, and definitely this is also an impulse. We have several 1-2s, and this is the 1-2 of the wave 3, which has already reached the 1.27, which is the uncommon target, of course, for a wave 3, and I believe is not finished yet. This is a wave 5 unfolding until it reached the 1.618. And I believe that 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be very sideways, since your wave 2 is very deep and sharp as alternation. You're going to get, of course, a sideways again, which is going to, of course, create untrust and maybe less confidence and so on, but it's going to explode and continue toward the upside. Well, at least it's going to close at the 1-to-1 fib level still as an A, B, and a C, where your wave C is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And the target is 0.88 cent for FET. This is a minimum, but I mean, if you are corrective. But I think here we are in a big 1-2, and you're looking for several 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. You're looking for a wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, expanding fractally, of course. Fractally meaning even this can get, of course, like very extended, guys. Yeah, very extended impulses, getting several 1-2s inside each impulse, and so on. Yeah, so this is how the things gets fractal in Elliott wave. So this is what I'm looking for again. To remind you also, in case the next correction comes here as a big ABC, which is the minimum target, $1.45. So at least I'm looking for this number in case we're moving down. This is nothing yet, guys. Nothing in front of what we have on the daily, what we have here, and what we might expect. So I would say here we are just preparing the things to move very explosively toward the upside. Okay. So basically, next one is SOE. Now, SOE is of course a very, I would say, good coin, and showing a lot of performance since the beginning of this altcoin. It was the most explosive one between those coins that we always analyze as a trusted coin. And we have, of course, wave 1 or wave A. We have WX and a Y. Wave 2 perfection as well. After, of course, having a very massive move here for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you finished already a perfect impulse toward the upside for a wave 3 here in the yellow scenario. And this yellow scenario, of course, is showing a potential continuation, of course, for higher after finishing here a even potential of a wave C. So we have to also be careful from A, B, and a C. Well, your wave B, of course, is over there. So your wave C has hit somehow, already overshooted, I think. Let me just check again, because I think I removed this target because overshooted. Here we go. We overshooted the 1-to-1 fib level. There is no scary thing here. Already looking for a wave 5 target, and we hit it. Now it is ranging. I'm looking for a wave 4, of course, as a 1, 2, 3. Wave 4 timing fib levels might, of course, be hit and continue towards the upside despite the red that you're gonna see. Of course, don't get afraid, guys. This is, of course, a wave 4 continuation, of course, for higher prices. Now, what might happen, of course, in case that we finish this one, of course, don't forget that you have a big wave 1 here. You have big wave 1, 2, and then you're looking for a wave 3 toward the upside. And this might turns into, of course, your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for higher prices, of course. So this is your, I would say, the 1-2 for your wave 3. Yeah, it might be very, very explosive once you finish, of course, a 1-2 here. Again, it's the preparation for the impulse for the alt season that it might unfold, guys. On the daily for SUI, to not pass the daily as well, just for this one, we have big 1-2, another big 1-2 potentially here, unfolding, of course, for higher prices. 1-2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 1-2. And you see, of course, an ABC very clear. The momentum also is helping so much on the daily as well for the 1-2s. 1-2, 1-2, and with the same momentum toward the upside and unfolding something very massive and very big. Even if you are corrective on this chart, you are gonna take the all-time high with SUI, because SUI is a kick-ass, I would say. 5.87, and then it might move as an expanding flat A, B, and a C toward the downside. However, I believe that the higher target, which is 1.618, is gonna be taken $9.7 at least, and we might see, of course, higher prices for an F5 toward the upside. That was it for Render, FET, and SUI. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.